I would be friends.
Smash Kingdom of the Curse in a night.
I was like, me too, smash! No, she's not saying it.
There she is.
I hate it here.
What's up, smut sluts, book babes, and everything in between?
What it do, baby boo?
What it do, baby boo?
It's my favorite pickup line.
I've missed you.
I missed you.
Jen and I haven't been hanging out as much.
Ugh, it's the worst.
And we've been getting a little sad because of it.
I know. We still talk every day.
Yeah, it's not
all
the same
day.
though.
But I need to see her face.
Yeah. Like we do the podcast work, but it's not the same. We don't hang out anymore.
We need to have a girls' night.
I know.
Girls' night. Yes.
Girls, just
I'm like, can we get another snowstorm?
Yeah, and I get trapped in your house again.
Let's get trapped.
Can't go anywhere.
We're stuck here.
Me, you, and Bailey, and maybe Riley.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
there too.
Bailey, you will hopefully won't hear her this episode because she's upstairs with Riley.
She'll find
in
a way.
bed. The door is shut. She is locked in. She's gonna like figure out how to open the door.
Yeah, right. She's gonna just boop her way out of it.
Yeah, she's gonna barreling down the stairs.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers.
So once again, we are technically not cheating this week.
So we recorded on Monday.
Yes, we did.
We made a cocktail on Monday.
We had like half a plan on Monday.
Yes, we were kind of ready. We did strawberry mojitos. They were delicious.
I had a virgin.
She had a virgin mojito. We hated the episode.
Yeah, we were like we had it in the first half.
We had like
and then
kind
the
of
second
a
half
plan.
was just like, nah.
Yeah. We were like, as we're recording it, I was like, I fucking hate this episode.
I know. We definitely both felt like internally we were like, I feel like one of us has to say something.
Yeah,
but we just kept going with it.
We did. And then later that night, I texted Charlotte and I was like, I fucking hated it. And
she was like,
me
thank
too.
God, me too. I pulled up my laptop, deleted it, and it's instantly, I'm like, nobody has to listen back to this.
I was like, we'll record a new one on Wednesday. It'll be fine.
We had a plan, but it fell through way too many times.
We have a better plan tonight.
I'm like,
hopefully.
You've seen tangents? That was just a whole tangent
It was
episode.
bad. She was right there with me, and it wasn't even a good topic that we were like,
I've been so tired. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to let it happen at this point.
Let it roll.
We let it roll. But it's okay, because we came back with the topic, but
we did.
Made it 10 times better.
Exactly.
I had a weird epiphany moment after we like texted each other that, and I was like, what do you think about this?
Yeah. I was like, I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're going to get a little deep this episode.
Yes.
We're going to bring you guys with us on a little story time.
It's going to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Still going to be fun. Hilarious.
A little bit sugar, a little bit of spice.
Yeah. Everything nice.
Everything nice.
But so what did we do this week?
Oh, you're asking me this time too? Be like, I would forget. We went to Book Barn.
Yeah.
We remember to go this week.
We did it. So we have a Book Barn haul and an online book haul.
Yeah, we got mail.
We got lots of books. If you're on our Instagram, you saw our sneak peek of the week on our books.
We got stacks today, guys.
We got stacks on stacks
stacks
on
on
stacks.
stacks on stacks. Books on books on books on books. No, seriously though, we do quite a lot. Well, yours looks like a lot because you got some thick girls over there.
I don't think any of my books, well, I think one book is under like 800 pages. And then I'm like, I don't have time to read everything. Why?
It's really funny because we keep talking about like trying to start reading Crescent City. Speaking of which, guess who finally finished Hunting Adeline?
Charlotte! I haven't even got to start it yet.
It was a long 3-week battle. It's not that I didn't hate the book. I just had zero time, and I just found myself asleep every night and night, which is when I usually read. Or, like, I'd wake up in the morning and I'd read, but I have to study. Yeah. So it took up my time, but I finally finished it.
She finished it. She texted me and was like, I did it!
So technically she underestimated me thinking I wouldn't finish it that night, which I didn't. But I was like, I'm going to do it in the morning.
I'll finish it in the morning.
I'm like, studying can wait. I got 30 pages left. And it was so good. Highly recommend it. Check your trigger warnings. I did put a warning in like a couple episodes
lots
ago.
Lots of triggers.
But
know yourself or research it.
But I'm about to take a reading break and read Scarred because that's more than likely going to be our next book club episode.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to do Scarred.
I'll do it.
So message us if you want to read it with us. We're thinking about trying to do a group and be able to read the books with you guys. I think that would be really fun.
We might need a little more time to organize it, so definitely.
Oh, no, just like Instagram.
Oh, that too. That
like, not like a video.
Cool.
That's later on down the road.
Yeah.
We'll have people, like, zoom in.
I got time for that.
Yeah, no, just like an Instagram, like, group chat, basically. And we can all talk about, like, maybe check in once or twice a week with each other. A week. We could probably read it a day.
Yeah,
maybe 2 days.
I'm definitely not going to take as long as I did with Hunting Adeline.
I know, but it is a Lion King retelling.
Another retelling,
and it's like I've started it. I think I'm like 3 or 4 chapters in, but I still can't get over the fact that the main female character's name is Sarah B, like Sarabi.
You know what? She saw an opportunity and she took it. I commend her for that.
So every time I read it, I crack up whenever it says Sarah B.
Fucking go for it.
So happy.
It's hilarious, but yeah, I love it.
It's so good.
But yeah, then after I read Scarred, and then I'll start Crescent City.
I'm
terrified.
I think I'm 5 chapters into Crescent City. No, I'm 4 chapters into Crescent City. 70 some pages, 9%. 9% through with the book.
That's rough.
It's upsetting. You meet new characters you've never met before, and
that helps.
Fucking
World building.
Rune Dunnan. Oh,
I would
Bryce's brother.
Know.
3rd chapter. I want you to text me when you get there.
Oh, I'm gonna.
It's nice. It's nice. I love it.
Sips my seltzer.
Sipping that seltzer. But yeah, so what did you get this week?
I got a lot. So I'll start with the book mail that I got. So one of my babies, Amber Palmer, I finally got her a book of Darkness and Fire in. I cannot wait to read it.
It's also one of my books too, but I won't.
Yeah,
talk
we
about
both
one.
got it.
Like,
We
have
have
to get it.
We have to. Well, she's been super interactive with us. We've been talking to her personally on and off too, and she's one of the
so
sweetest people I've ever talked to.
So nice.
Yeah, and the cover art,
gorgeous.
love it. She designed it herself.
Yeah, which is insane.
I was
to
like,
me.
what?
Like,
that's awesome.
I think that I'm artistic, and then I see these people's covers, and I'm just like, no,
like,
I'm not.
Nah.
I'll take a back
The
seat.
thought that goes into book covers.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even know where to begin.
No.
Good for you, girl. And then another one that she's a huge fan of, one of her friends, Jess Wisecup, her debut book, Between Wrath and Mercy, came in. Little piece of the back was bent. I was a little pissed about that, Amazon.
Thanks, Amazon, for nothing.
And then, so I found myself in Target at one point, too. And I got The Atlas 6, one of the newest editions that just came out.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, because it's probably YA. Which makes sense as to why it wouldn't show up in yours.
Oh my god, I have so many TikTok ideas that I want to make, and they're specifically me not making fun of YA, but one of them's like my friend recommending it to me.
Yeah.
And being like,
and you just being like, nah.
The one where it's like, everybody! I'm excited. I'm going to do it today or tomorrow.
That was my first thought. As soon as she said that, I was like, it's probably because it's not dark enough for you, girl. And then when we went to Book Barn, so one of the first ones I picked up was Vicious by Victoria Schwab. Love her books.
Beautiful cover.
This cover, I don't know if it's just like a random special edition print or just like one of the first prints that came out when this book came out, but it's something I haven't ever seen before.
Yes, it is gorgeous.
I see the red covers around mostly.
I have the red cover one.
Yeah, I remember that. So I've been wanting that book for so long too. I have most of her Darker Shade of Magic series. She's just gonna have a whole shelf basically. And then I found There Will Come Darkness by Henry Holt. It sounded awesome. I love magician stories, and I love when you just get a good, interesting, eclectic group together. So the whole story behind that sounded really good, and I've been picking it up a few times at Book Barn, and I was like, you know what? You're coming home with me.
I have a perfect spot on my shelf for you.
I'll find you a shelf. I'm not going to reach you for a while, but...
That's okay.
And then I found Dark Triumph and Mortal Heart by Robin Lefevers, the author of Courting Darkness and Igniting Darkness, the series that I found last week. And I need the first book of that series. I forgot off the top of my head what it was called, but I thought it was still a part of Igniting Darkness. And Court of
Yeah, I
Darkness.
thought it was too. I saw them, and
all the covers look the same.
I was like, Charlotte, I found this at Book Barn, but you have them in hardback.
and I was like, there's 4 books in the series? What?
It's like, I guess so. I don't know. They look identical.
Yeah, they do. So I did my research, and it's a different series, so I need the first book now. It's always like you find the second or third and never the first. So I gotta hunt for that now. And now I'm determined that the fact that I found them at Book Barn, I'm gonna wait until I find the first book at Book Barn, because I have a problem doing that.
Yeah,
It's
we have
fine.
a really bad problem with buying, like, the second or third, fourth book,
And no, I still have not picked up Cinder.
which
I tried. I picked
no,
it
that's
up.
not true. She picks it up,
I picked it up.
and then she puts it right
I
back
put it
down.
right back down. I don't know what my problem is with that book.
It's apparently too YA for her.
Got some negative energy around it, apparently. Something tells me I'm just gonna hate it, or I'm just
Right?
already expecting to hate it just because I have a lot of spite against it. I don't know.
I can see that.
And then I took a little trip today because I was just on my way to Jen's house, and I was like, Book Barn's on the way.
It's like, what's taking Charlotte so long?
Oh.
She said she left like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, true. I was like, you know what, she'll get it once I come back in. But I found a Daughters of the Storm by Kim Wilkins, and I had seen this cover at least once on TikTok, for my TikTok at least. You definitely have. But also another interesting, like,
Is that YA?
group. I don't know, to be honest with
Probably.
you. Probably. I don't know. Something's in the YA section. I'm just not going to believe it's YA when it comes to Book Barn.
That's true. That's why I'm like, is it?
We found King of Battle Blanket in YA. We're like, come on. Do your research.
Who is the person telling you this?
Who is responsible
Here.
for this? But this one sounded much up my alley, too. It's about 5 sisters, all with very different personalities. Something happens with the king. Their stepbrother's trying to take over, so they just have to put their differences aside and unite as one. So I thought that sounded pretty cool.
We are one.
Man, I'm tired after talking about all those books.
You had a
It's
lot.
like, shit, I had way more than I forgot than I realized.
Yeah, you had a lot of books this week.
I did, yeah. But what'd you get?
So I will start with, I got, even though I already have a copy of An Ember in the Ashes, and no, I have not read it yet, but I saw this cover, and I didn't even know that it was this book. I was just like, oh my god, that is a gorgeous cover. I've never seen it anywhere. Like,
love it.
we both have the copy of it where it's like the girl on the front, but this one, it's like a city, and then it's the desert, the city. It's just so pretty. It's like gold, browns, blacks.
Just looks like it's in ruin, basically.
Yeah, it's just so gorgeous. Don't know what the book's about, but I know it's really popular.
I do know it's too YA for you.
Yeah, probably. And then I got the Mindfuck series in paperback, and it's all 5 books in one, so she's pretty thick. I've already read it. It was my #1 read for February.
I gotta start doing that.
It is very dark. It's about Lana, who's a serial killer, but she's basically going on a revenge rampage against these people that did terrible, 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 disgusting things to her, and left her for dead when she was a teenager. And it's about her, coming back from the dead, basically. And she meets an FBI agent that happens to be on her case. And it's their love story throughout the books. But it is so freaking good. So freaking good. She's such a badass bitch.
I need to read it.
Yeah, she's one of my top female characters. And then I got Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. Oh my god, I said both their names correct.
I'm so proud of you.
Woo!
She struggled last time.
But I got Forget Me Not Bombshell. No one's surprised. It's mafia, dark romance.
Oh, shocking, right?
But it is a reverse harem. I haven't got to read it yet, but I've seen already so many amazing reviews from everyone that I cannot wait to read it. I'm on like a kick. And then at Book Barn, I got Wrath by John Gwynne.
Gwyn, long end. I don't know. Gwyn.
It's the 4th book of a series that I have not read yet, so...
Again, always like the second, third, 4th book, never the first.
No, but it was like perfect condition, and it's, from what I've read, is it's apparently like Game of Thrones meets Lord of the Rings,
I'm down for that.
but sexier.
How can you get sexier than Game of Thrones?
I don't know. I'm hoping there's not incest, so.
Yeah, or rape.
But we'll see. And then, of course, I got Of Darkness and Fire by Amber Palmer. I am, like, almost 90% done with it. Cannot wait for her next book.
Yes.
It's gonna be so good. There's a character in it that I hate, but I love him. Because I know he's just, like, misunderstood. And I feel like there's something going on.
What's his name again? Damien? So that was funny. So when I got my books in and I tagged Jess and Amber, Jess reshared it, was like, I'm going to get you on the Damien train. And I'm like, I don't know what that means, but sure.
I'm here for it. And I'm like, I know what it is because I have a feeling that he's going to be an amazing character. But right now I want to punch him in the face.
Little redemption arc.
Yeah.
Kind of giving me Damon vibes from Vampire Diaries.
Yes. Well, I almost feel like he could be, it's not possessed, but I almost feel like he's like badly influenced. And that's not really him type
that
of thing.
That sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, Damon, exactly.
Yes,
yeah, exactly like that. I love it. Oh, man.
And
I'm going to start picking up that, but where is it?
You're like, as soon as we're done here, we're going to it.
Where's Damien?
But, like, there's parts throughout the book where you're like, fuck you, Damien.
That's
piece
fair.
of shit.
Yeah.
And then things just kind of, like, start clicking, and I'm like,
hello,
I don't think that's the real you. Or is it?
I know. It's
I'm
like
kind of
with
like
a lot
thrown
of
a glass
characters.
vibe by certain things, like certain aspects.
I mean, that's how I felt about Reese and Akatar, the first book. Not even like the second book, like the very first book, where I'm just like, something.
Oh, yeah. God, especially as soon as they go under the mountain, I was like, you're going to be my daddy. And as soon as she, honestly, and Akatar was like the first book I got that got me fully back into like immersive reading.
Yeah.
As soon as she was like the most beautiful man I ever saw, I was like, he's getting it. He's
like,
getting
hello?
it. I don't know where. I don't know how. I don't know if he's going to be like murder her at the end of this or what, but something's going to happen between them because you don't just say the most beautiful man ever and then Tamlin ends up being your baby daddy.
Little fuck buddy.
It's not how it happens. He's the most handsome High Lord ever. Reset.
The most powerful handsome.
Oh, I just want to reread it.
I feel like we need to stop talking about him so we don't go off and do
I know. I could talk about it all day. We just need to have like one actual like Akatar episode.
We will.
Maybe we'll do that for book.
Yeah. Book club, anybody? We both read it, but who wants to reread it?
Who wants to read it for the fourth time?
But you're not wrong.
I do.
Me falling in love with characters again, it was Akatar.
Yeah.
You did not stop recommending that
I did not.
to me.
She kept putting it off. She was like, I don't want. And then she finally started it and she was like, I don't like this book that much. I was like, I know.
Well, I mean,
I need you to
last
get to the second book.
The last fourth was great.
Yes.
I'm like, Bayra!
She's like, bad bitch.
Throw that bone.
I'm like,
Kill that bitch.
Kill that worm.
I still can't solve the riddle.
Love, bitch.
I'm sorry, I'm done. But, I mean, before I read that, I read Blood and Ash. And I think I accidentally spoiled something for you, and you were like, I didn't finish it yet. She still didn't finish it yet, by the way. We're back on that train.
So I had finished Blood and Ash and Kingdom of Flesh and Fire?
Yes.
Okay,
Flesh and Fire.
I'm still
Reading Crown of
only
Gilded Bones.
56% Gilded Bones. But I've told myself, as soon as I finish Of Darkness and Fire, I am picking it up because I promised Charlotte that I would finish it before War of Two Queens comes out. And I refuse to go back on my promise.
That's in less than 2 weeks.
I can do it.
You're not gonna finish it.
Watch. Next episode, I'm gonna be done.
Fucking bet.
And I'm probably gonna be pissed because I haven't spoiled it for myself, or like I've been ignoring spoilers like crazy for that in Crescent City 2. But I'm gonna be like, I know something bad's gonna happen.
I'm telling you, man, you just gotta get to the end.
I'm like,
come on. But yeah, but I've said before that like Blood and Ash was the whole reason why I fell into physical books again.
Yeah.
Because then I was like around my birthday, I was like, all right, I'm about to go buy some books. I used to have a great book collection. Then when I moved, I was like, I'm not moving all these books. But I used to read in my Kindle all the time for like, I would just keep rereading my comfort series because I get so lazy to actually like look into another book.
I know. Thank God for Book Talk again. Like, I know we've had the Book Talk episode, but honestly, I found so many recommendations from Book Talk that I would have no idea existed.
Yeah.
All these authors that we found on Instagram, most of them we had seen on TikTok and then added them on Instagram because their books looked amazing from either other people sharing it or them sharing it. And it's just wild to me that, like, we're becoming friends with some of these people that we've been following for months and months.
And never even met. And
never
just,
met.
Like, only talked through direct messaging. But the
power of social media.
Power book talk. I had all of this stuff behind it. But even aside from book talk, like, the whole reason we started this podcast was because it became one of our creative outlets.
It became our personality.
It really did. We realized that we needed to just, like, do an episode dedicated to a lot of, like, escapism that comes with reading. Because we both realized that, like, when we were planning this podcast, how much reading has become a part of our lives and become
and it
reasons,
can be good and it can be bad.
Yeah, there's, like, so many factors that fall into it, but the reason why we might start is because something wasn't really catching up in our lives and we just needed that outlet.
Yeah. I could definitely say, like, being a single mom, well, I hate saying single mom because
We're about to get serious for a
like,
second, y'all.
like Riley has a very good father, very amazing stepmother. So I'm very lucky that we have 50-50 custody, so they have her half the time, I have her half the time. But I would catch myself to where my friends would be asking me to go out, and I just wanted to stay home and read because it was more fun to me to lay in bed and lose myself for 10 hours. Sometimes I wouldn't even get out of bed if Riley was at her dad's because it was just... I mean, on top of, like, depression, anxiety, all that stuff that I know a lot of people feel, it was just not being happy with where I was in life and that constant pressure that I needed to be better, or that I wasn't good enough mom, or I wasn't good enough, friend or daughter, whatever. And it's tough. It's tough. And I can say there are days when I catch myself falling back into that, but I can say right now I'm in, like, a very good place with reading. Like, I try to limit my reading to only, like, when I go to bed or early in the morning, and then make myself get up and go do things.
Right.
And not just, let's lay in bed and fall into this amazing, fantastic world and fall in love with all these characters.
Yeah, and I'm like, they're not real.
It makes dating hard.
Yeah.
Because all those TikToks and stuff where they're like, fictional men written by women will never, like, real men can never own up. They can't. They can't. And hopefully, I'm sure there's some out there that can, but the vast majority cannot.
Yeah, but that's why I say, I'm like, that's why I'm happy this is such a great creative outlet for us, because it has opened up a lot for us, too, and it's helped me start to open up, realizing how many bad environments I was putting myself in.
And we get to talk to each other about it. Like, that's also definitely helped a ton.
Exactly.
And especially with me, like, and I'm sure with you, being able to talk to each other, we got so close and created such a good bond.
Yeah.
Off of our terrible past that we had and our love of reading.
Yeah.
And then that's when we were like, let's start a podcast and see if we can make more
It's
friends.
definitely sparked a lot of creativity back in me because, I mean, I had my studio, and after, like, some summertime stuff, and I just found myself going deeper and deeper back into a hole that I haven't been in years. Like, I've been diagnosed clinically with depression and anxiety. Mm-hmm. It sucks. It sucks living with it. Anybody who else who suffers with it, you're not alone. It fucking sucks. Mm-hmm. And so I saw myself going deeper and deeper down that rabbit hole where it wasn't about the creativity anymore. It was just about making money. Like, I had to do it to survive, basically.
Yeah, to pay your rent.
Yep. And then I find myself going back home where it wasn't a home. I was in a bad environment. I'm not going to get too into detail about it, but I realized how much, when I did start reading, just to use that as my escape, to feel better, to, like, make it feel like, okay, it wasn't a crappy day or something like that. Like, all right.
Like, I can jump back into the world with my friends.
Yeah, and then everything, all my problems go away, and then it's like, oh, surprise it.
It's like just
the next day.
They're still there.
And so, like, once I finally got myself out of that toxic environment, too, the only thing I wanted to take with me was my library. I actually, like, I'm gonna actually pull it up now. So I actually, on the whim, I used to do a lot of writing back in the day, like talking back in the day, like I'm so old. Back in the day, back in my day.
Charlotte's 25.
I know. Fuck, I feel like a 60-year-old.
Right.
My back's broken right now. My head hurts.
Our backs are not up to
I'm
par.
having a lot of issues right now, but I realized that, like, the only thing I wanted to take with me was just, like, the clothes on my back and my library. So I wrote this, so I'm going to read it for you guys right now. My library means more to me than most people realize. When my collection grew and I didn't realize how hard I was trying to escape from everything going on in front of me, the sadness I was feeling on a daily basis. When I finally moved, the only thing I cared about taking with me was the clothes on my back and my library. Currently, I don't have a bedroom, I sleep on a couch, but I have my library. That's all I need. I'm still more happy, healthy, and grateful than I have been in a while. Now, when I escape, I'm not hiding from the real world anymore. I'm simply living in an adventure for the time being. Thanks to my library. Girl, I got choked up just reading that.
Oh my god.
Literally wrote that on the spot.
I love it. So much.
But it's true. I am in such a better place now. I am so much happier.
Same.
And I still can't wait to go home and read my book, because there's also nothing worse, too, than, like, having... You could still be in a good place, but still not want to read. Like, you were only just using it as an outlet, like, oh, I don't need it anymore. Like, no, I still want to read.
I still want to read. It's becoming more fun.
Right,
like, before it was almost like a necessity. Like, you had to read because you were in such a dark place.
Now you're in an adventure. You're like, all right, what's going to happen next? You're, like, excited and stuff,
I
too.
always joke all the time that if something ever, like, if, God forbid, if something happened and my condo caught on fire, or someone broke my house, whatever, I would just want to save my library.
Yeah, exactly.
And I finally bought my new bookshelf.
Finally, I told her,
in my car.
Best be getting going to Target and getting that bookshelf.
I know. I think I might actually bring it in tonight and build it, because I want to put it up so bad. Because it just brings me such joy. Like I said, there were days where I legitimately didn't want to get out of bed or do anything, and I would let my house go. I didn't want to do laundry. I didn't want to clean. I hated it. It was just... You know, I'm sure some of you at least realize, like, you understand that, you know, like, you just fall in a hole and you don't want to do anything. But yeah, reading definitely helped me, like, drag myself out of that. And, like I said, it was very unhealthy at one point.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm in a much better place.
Yeah.
Like,
it's keeping us busy, for sure.
Yes, between the podcasts and me wanting to get back out there and do things and go hang out with friends and go do things with Riley, and, you know, even if it's around the house, like playing board games or, you know, whatever. It's so nice to, like, feel alive again.
Yeah, you feel light. No, I get it, because I find myself more busier than I ever have before. Yeah, I'm fucking tired, but I wouldn't trade it for the world, honestly, boo. Not with you.
I know.
I love you so much. But the more we kind of just, like, talk about how much this podcast has changed our lives and the way we look at reading now, too, and the way other people appreciate reading and authors and stuff, too. Fuck. I look at it in a whole new outlet. Yeah. Honestly. And now I'm determined. I'm like, I got all this on my TBR. You guys are recommending stuff. I'm like, I gotta plow through all these bitches. I'm like, pump the brakes, but yes.
Like, and I usually read, like, 4 or 5 books at a time.
I know.
And I'm still struggling.
And I have to read one at a time. It's like, technically I'm reading 2 at a time because I got my textbook.
Right? I know. I was talking to a girl the other day, and she's like, it hurts my brain even to think about reading more than 1 book at a time. And I was like, it's a life of a mood reader, baby. It's like I fall in different categories. Like, I can start the day in, like, I want to read something cuter. Yeah. Like, still sexual, but, like, cuter. And then, like, at nighttime, I'm like, Mama wants to diddle. No, I'm just kidding. Delete that later. Mama wants to diddle. So, I might need a little more spicy, dark romance to get me going. But yeah, it's just, I need variety. I get bored really fast. And like, if I finish a book, and that's the only book that I read that whole time, that's a damn good book.
Yeah, right? But when it comes to the community, too, that we've grown into and we've seen on our Instagram now more so.
Yeah. Or even, like, when we went to Renaissance fairs and Comic-Cons.
Yeah.
The people there
We realized that we
crazy.
just gotta stop giving a flying fuck about what people say.
Fuck everyone. That's like what you're doing.
We need to start this trademark. Fuck, we're breaking the stigma, y'all.
Breaking that stigma.
Fuck the people that, like, say that you're wasting your life reading the fantasy, reading, like, adults reading YA cosplaying, going to the Ren fairs. It's like, once you're in those environments and you're surrounded by those people that all do the same thing, you're like, yeah, fuck those guys.
Oh my God. When we went to the Comic-Con, when we went to the Renaissance Fair, we had so many people come up to us.
Yeah.
And they would be like, oh my God, you guys look amazing. I've never felt better about myself in my entire life than at those two events, because everyone is just there to have fun. They're there for a great time.
Yeah, they're all there for the same reason.
Yeah, we all like the same stuff.
Kids to adults to
shows,
older people.
They have
the
Jacques the Whipper. I love you.
We'll get into Jacques the Whipper in a moment.
So much.
But our first event together was Terrificon in Connecticut.
Yes.
We've never been to a Comic-Con
That was when we
before.
first started being closer friends, too. It was our first, like, outing together.
Yeah, basically.
So it wasn't a photo shoot.
It was the coming out story. And,
Mom, Dad, it's time.
Yeah, honestly. And we didn't know it was a thing that people wanted to take your picture.
Yeah.
Probably like 30 times that's happened.
We had over 30 people, and we started keeping track.
Yeah,
we were like,
started counting.
That's another. We were every single time someone said, we were like,
oh
my
God. I loved it. It was so much fun. And then a lot of people kept coming up to me and being like, "Did you make your outfit?"
Yeah.
And I'm
so
like,
she was Scarlet Witch from Marvel. And I was like a faire Manon. So no one knew what I was, but they were like, I don't know what you are, but you look amazing.
Yeah, and she had the leather going on.
I had a full, like, assassin outfit. But
I felt like such a badass wearing that outfit all day. And then this other girl had the exact same outfit as me.
Which I was like,
Scarlet!
I was like, how hilarious if you had told people that you made it yourself.
I know,
and then
right?
She was like,
and then she shows up and I'm like, I made it for her,
You're
too.
like, no, I'm a seamstress.
Yeah.
I have an Etsy store.
You can find me on Amazon.
That's me.
That's my work.
I wish I could sew, man.
Dude, I'm so excited for Multiverse of Madness because she's got this, like, upgraded new outfit. And I'm like, I need it.
Like, please. I know, I want to buy so many new pieces for an outfit. I don't even know why. I have, like, enough. But I don't even know what I want, but I just want to start another outfit. I think I want more, like, nicer pants with, like, little pockets.
High quality
stuff.
leather.
Yeah, I want, like, a nicer leather. I want a new corset because mine is starting to poke through. And then the other one, I bought. So the problem is, I'm a big chested lady, and I bought this really cute. This girl had posted it on her TikTok. I wish I could remember her name, but I can't. But she goes to Ren fairs a lot. She's super into reading as well. She's gorgeous. But she bought this cute corset, and I was like, oh, okay, I can wear that. All right. No, I cannot. I don't even know if, like, who's supposed to wear it, because I'm like, maybe she got a different one, like a different brand or something that I ended up getting.
I'm not trying. I like breathing. Thank you very much.
No, it's not even that. That's not even the brand. So it pushes my buoys in. It makes them look, like, really lopsided and weird, but they're also, like, spilling over the top. But I got, like, a size bigger, and it fits me everywhere else.
Yeah.
Just not in the tatas. Not in the tatas.
Not in the big boobs.
The titties will not fit.
Can't relate. As always.
Hey, you can have it if it'll fit you.
No, I'm good.
Suck it. We can probably make it work.
Oh, man. I don't know who. I feel like I want to go as a book character now.
I loved it. Can we please go as book characters?
Yeah, I'm like, I've already done Marvel. And Scarlet is the only one I love that I would, like, get the outfit for. And I'm like, who else can I be?
I know. I'm like, I originally was gonna be Manon.
I was basically like a Renaissance Farah.
Manon Blackbeak from Throne of Glass.
I knew who she was talking about, but I still haven't read Throne of Glass.
Oh yeah, she hasn't.
Don't ask me when I'm going to.
I also can't wear wigs apparently because I suck at it.
Because you also can't take care of
it. Like I said last time, what am I going to just set it up in my closet and then at nighttime I see this floating blonde long wig?
Like a ghost.
I would pee everywhere. I would be so scared. I'd scream.
That wig was doomed from the beginning when we had our shoot.
It was.
So before even Jen and I were close as we are now, she booked a photo shoot with me. Which
That's
is how we
became
realized.
friends. That's how we started talking.
Yeah, that's how we realized, like, holy shit, we have so much in common. The day she booked my shoot, there hasn't been a day where we haven't texted each other at least.
Yeah, literally every single day since I texted her about the shoot. Not even, like, when we met to do the shoot, because I think I booked it, like, a month and a half out or so.
Yeah, just around
It was
there.
a little bit, but we texted all day, every single day.
Yeah, we realized, like,
if there goes more than, like, 4 hours that one of us hasn't responded, the other one's like, I hate it when you work.
I know. I'm like, I don't like it. I was like, can we go back to the days where we weren't working, please? So we can just have all the time on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
And that was funny. So, quick side note before we go into this story, but we just posted the blooper reel to our YouTube page. And I told her, I was like, I think I watched it so many times because I just miss you.
Like, I missed you.
And this is the closest I can get.
Too.
But, that wig, you just pulled it out, and I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen with that wig, but,
So we left it in the car because there was no way.
Before there was a we, there was just
a
a
we.
you.
I left it in the car because I was like, there's no way in hell I am going to be able to wear this damn wig. I can't even put it on with a full-length mirror. And, like, but yeah, I can even do it with no nails on, and I had, like, Manon nails on one hand. Or no, I didn't, because I couldn't do it. So this is the best part. We were like, should we shoot in the studio, or should we go out to the wild and shoot? And both of us were like,
Let's go to the forest!
When I needed to put, like, blood and
it
fake
rained.
nails.
It downpoured.
I think we have literally one picture where my hair is not soaking wet.
I had a 10.
It was a mood. We had
And,
smoke bombs.
And I forgot the rain cover.
She didn't bring the rain
10.
cover. Cover.
Cover.
Ooh, the rain cover. West Virginia's
I was going to
coming
say I'm from West Virginia.
up. Which I am, by the way. But yeah, we didn't have a rain cover, so I'm like trying to get change from one costume. So we did like a couple where I was in like this little sexy skirt, like long skirt thing with like a bra on, basically.
On,
and like a sword. We fucking forgot to take my smartwatch off.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna erase that. It's fine. But so we had that on to begin with, and took a bunch of pictures in it. Then I had to go try to shimmy my wet ass into this leather outfit.
Yeah, I didn't think that
in the rain.
And at that point, she knew. She was like, yeah, this wig ain't happening.
I was like,
Nope.
we're not doing the wig today.
Pictures
we're not
still
doing the
came
blood
out
today.
badass, though.
They did. We had smoke bombs. I'm surprised we didn't catch a forest on fire.
Or just get arrested.
Oh yeah, I almost caught my cape on fire.
Yeah, she burned the hell out of her
multiple
cape.
burn marks.
It worked out though with that because you still brought it so we both ended up doing some cosplay pictures from one of your friends or one of your coworkers.
Oh yeah, one of my coworkers. We still have not got the pictures back.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten the pictures.
Drew, give us a fucking picture.
6 months, dude. Come on.
We just want to look at
I just
them.
want to see them, but
We love you. Give us the damn pictures.
Thankfully, I had the same cape that she had, so I was like, "It's okay, boo, I got you."
I was like, please,
I'm here for
please
you.
just let me see you. But yeah, so I'm like, and Charlotte always makes fun of me because she's like, my outfit goes on so fast because she has like a pair of pants and like a shirt to go on for Charlotte.
Everything's
I must
just
say Charlotte the
attached
Witch.
in. Charlotte Witch.
That's her name on my phone is Charlotte Witch. So, and then mine, I'm like, okay, I gotta put these pants on. I gotta put this like
She got
onesie
straps
on.
and shit.
I gotta buckle myself into this corset.
But that's what I want to do for next time,
armor.
though. I want all the shit now. I don't want to make it too
See?
easy for me.
That's what I want you to have to struggle. I want you to do my struggle with me.
The only thing I won't do is a wig just because it hurts my
I don't
head.
want to do the wig anymore. I love you, Manon, so much. I'll be a dark-haired Manon.
Fuck wigs.
Like, maybe they created dyes back then, and she dyed her hair, so she's not, people don't know who she is.
That's a good
don't
story. I don't know. Yeah,
I
you can
think
fool
so.
anybody into
Yeah.
that. You can still say it. No one's gonna know.
No one's gonna know that they read it.
Yeah, I'll be like, watch.
I'm like,
next
man,
comic come around, they'd be like,
they're like,
liar.
dumb bitch. She has
It's
white
got boy hair.
Fucking idiot.
Sorry.
I'm like,
I'm sorry, I can't take care of it. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna try to go to a couple more this year too. So we're gonna go back to. We'll probably go back to Terrificon. That was like a little baby one, but it was still fun.
was cute. So we'll definitely do Terrificon. I think we're gonna do the Rhode Island one.
Yeah,
in
the Rhode
November.
Island one, as far as it's closest to us, is one of the bigger Comic Cons.
I want to go to the one in Boston, but it depends on when it is.
Yeah, it's a little tough, especially after summertime, even like in September, for us to take time off of work.
Especially because we're already taking time off for ball gowns and crowns.
Books, gowns, and crowns.
That's what I said.
Another amateur move.
That's because our episode last week was like books, something, and balls.
Books, booze, and balls, yeah.
So that's like stuck in my head.
Yeah. But that's why we started thinking about all the cosplay and stuff too, because we're going to the ball and stuff, and we're like, oh man, we need a gown, we need a crown, we need another dagger.
Well, because I'm also like, all right, so at the event, when we go to the Portland for this event, there's a day where there is like a registration where you get to meet authors, have signings, buy merch, all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, I think I'm gonna wear, like, this is how much of a planner. I'm already like, all right, I think I'm gonna wear like a cute bookish t-shirt and like a cute skirt with it for that day. And then the next day or later on that night is the ball. So then we gotta find our gowns for that. And then the next day is the scavenger hunt throughout the city, where we get to go to like Pal's Books in Portland, which is the biggest bookstore apparently in the world. I'm so excited. I have to get one book. I don't care what it is.
Only one?
Which I probably more.
How many times
I already told Charlotte that we're each going to have to take a backpack. An empty backpack.
Books, yeah.
So that, because we can't do the weight limit for our suitcase, so that we can bring all the books that we want to bring for authors to sign, and then all the books we're going to be bringing back, and the merch we're going to be bringing back on the flight.
We'll figure it out. I don't know.
But so for like that, like the scavenger hunt around, I'm like, all right, I'll still wear like another probably bookish t-shirt with like jeans or something. But then, because we got inner circle tickets, we have a meet and greet with the authors and stuff. And I think I'm going to cosplay for that one.
Which we didn't even know was going to be a thing.
No.
Until we're in a group. Facebook group.
Yeah, we're in a Facebook group. Yeah. And then there's also a Discord for it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. I've never been in one before.
I don't know.
But people are like talking about it. Like, what are you going to wear on this day? What are you going to wear on this day?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh shit, people are cosplaying?
Yeah.
I got to cosplay.
Yeah, well, that's why we were just like, all right, we talked a lot about this last week, but yeah, we were like, all right, time to step up our game.
We got to do it.
Yeah, but the only other person that I actually tried to cosplay when I was like bored one day in my studio was Catherine Pierce from the Vampire Diaries.
Oh yes,
but
you
I
can do your TikToks.
Yeah.
Go check out Charlotte's TikTok. She has a lot of...
I do a lot of transitions.
She has so many. She's so good at TikTok. I suck. I think I post like once a month, and then I'm like, why don't I have any followers?
I do stuff with my fingers.
She's very good with her fingers.
My transitions are smooth, girl.
She's like, ciao! I try to do like one.
I know, I only do like one draft too, and whenever I do a TikTok with Jen, I'm like, she's like, alright, save that one.
I'm like, we're saving 23 of these. And then I'm gonna pick which one we like best.
Yeah, to do one.
No.
It's a process.
It takes so long.
But, I think that would be a fun one to...
I'm also a perfectionist, so I need
she
it.
Is, yeah.
How many times I'm always like, Charlotte, we should check it again. Just to make sure. Can we check
like,
it?
Shut up!
Charlotte's like, it's good enough. I'm like, oh, I just spit ever a COVID.
Yeah. But now that my like hair's longer and stuff, and I'm back to my brunette hair for the most part, I'm like, that would probably be a fun one to just go back to. Yeah. And I love her masquerade look.
I know,
the straight
so
with
cute.
The straight hair, little bun, like very 2000s bun, red lipstick, that dress. I totally do it.
I would love it. You should cosplay her, Catherine Pierce, for the book ball.
Fuck it. Totally. Right? It's all figured out.
We're doing it.
I'm not going back to anything else. Done. Yeah, because she does just like, that would be so easy to do because I wouldn't have to get anything extra.
No.
Maybe I'll just get like a different sexy black top and wear my leather jacket and call it a day.
That would be awesome.
Fucking figured it out. Look at that.
Look at us.
Our best ideas
are when we're talking to you guys.
Always the most weirdest times. Just like, hey,
I feel like it's always on the podcast.
You're right here with us for this moment, so
like, you're with us.
It's special.
See, everyone's always like, Jen, why do you get nervous? It's just you and Charlotte. And I'm like, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not,
because then we're like, oh, it's going on Spotify.
I'm like, people are going to listen to it.
We got
hopefully
people on Instagram. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't know.
Maybe not.
We'll find out.
You better fucking listen.
Yeah, right? I don't know. I feel like at Comic-Con, maybe somebody will know the Vampire Diaries. So
yeah.
I'll just, instead of a dress, then I'd probably do like that lace top, like that styled lace with like leather pants.
Ooh. I love it so much.
I've been doing that a lot.
I think that I can't wait to go to Comic-Con. So anyone that follows us on Instagram, I have freckles, and in summertime my freckles are like bam.
Yeah, mine too.
Which is just like Feyre. And I have blue eyes. Feyre has blue eyes, right?
She is Feyre.
Pretty sure she does.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be Feyre. I am working on my weight loss. No, I'm not.
Journey.
I'm trying.
It's a process.
It's a process.
It's tough.
But so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna like lose some weight before the ball, and then I'm gonna get like super sexual dresses, and we're gonna go to the Comic-Cons and the ball and the Renaissance Fair, and there's gonna be a night, or maybe Jacques the Whipper if he is.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, speaking of the Renaissance
I don't know if he
Fair,
is or not.
back to Jacques the Whipper.
I'm gonna find my husband.
She went in a rabbit hole yesterday and just kept sending me TikToks of Jack the Whipper.
So to be fair, I ended up on Jack the Whipper thirst TikTok apparently, where I swear it was like different people. And I hadn't even like Googled his name yet, or like TikTok looked up his name, and like 3 videos within 10 videos were of him.
Yeah.
And I was like, where am I?
Somebody literally
How did
just
I get here?
compiled him and thirst trapped the fuck out of him.
It was like all the different like funny things
It was
that he says.
hilarious.
His show is so hilarious. Like hands down, the best show that we watched. Did we only see 2 other shows? Yes.
Yeah.
Because we watched his 3 times.
I will never forget when we spotted him too. I was like, Jen, I see a dude with whips. Let's go.
I was like, fuck yeah.
Well, then we got rained out that day too, so we planned on
did.
going to another show, but so it just happened to sound like we only did that.
And then I did take Riley to the Renaissance Fair in Connecticut. It's like one in Lisbon.
Right. Yeah.
We went to that one. It was the funnest thing. Riley loved it. I was kind of like wondering if she would like it or not. Like we went for like the kids trick or treat one, so she got to dress up, but she didn't get to dress up on like fun cosplay stuff.
Yeah,
she still had a blast. But her and that tomato man had beef that she was about to throw hands. So he was like the insulting tomato, and he kept telling her that he wanted to be her stepdad.
Oh, that's weird.
She drilled him like 6 or 7
She's
times.
like, you fucking think, bro.
Between the guy's face, his chest, his arms, she hit him like 6 or 7 times with tomatoes.
Good for her.
And she was like, "Shut up!"
See, that's why I believe she'll do well in softball.
Same. She'd be so good.
I'll teach her well.
I know.
Here's how you swing a bat rally to your enemies.
I know. Take them out.
But yeah, the Renaissance Fair will be a huge one when we want to actually like find crowns and stuff too.
Yeah,
we're gonna buy
that's
all
our
the
goal
shit.
is to find crowns and like props when we go to the Renaissance fairs.
Yeah, I definitely feel like last time we just kind of held ourselves back, like I don't know if I want it. Now we're just like, no, we're getting shit.
Well, the problem last time was I was like, I'm a broke bitch. I shouldn't spend the money on this.
That too. Now I don't care.
And now I'm like, fuck it.
Fuck it. I was a broke bitch at
I'm like, I'm gonna start saving
Comic-Con too. But
yeah,
I still spend money.
That's true. We did.
I don't care.
Money. I got really like a cute little picture.
Yeah, I got stickers. I got. I mean, I did get my medallion that I'm wearing now.
Yeah.
I got at the Renaissance Fair.
You did.
But
I want to get something really cute from the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah,
I almost want to save up and get like a really cute corset.
I know. I want to switch it up. Like I like the look that I did last time. I'm gonna keep the corset, but not like really like a corset, like a little small like vest jacket that I put on.
Well, it also depends on what day we go because they have the different themes.
That's true.
So I want to go at least twice to the King Richards. We went to King Richards last year.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So much fun. That was my birthday present.
That was our, it was. It was like the first ever Renaissance fair that I've ever been to.
Same,
Which I kind of think we fucked ourselves over because then I went to the one in Lisbon and I was like, wow, this is it?
Yeah.
Fucking peasants. No, I'm just kidding. It was so fun and nice and awesome. Just, I wish I had been in the King Richards one first and I would have been so much more amazed by everything. But it was still awesome.
Yeah,
like, I still loved it.
Seeing everybody dressed up.
But the King Richards one was hands down probably, I don't know, I think it would be hard to beat it. Like, and I'm sure, I know they're all over the United States, which I didn't realize how big Renaissance fairs were.
Oh yeah, it's nuts, man.
But I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a Renaissance YouTube book channel.
Yeah, right.
That's what we're gonna plan our vacations on. Going to Renaissance fairs.
I know. I think I want to wear a dress next time too.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna wear my boots. I want to do that. I basically did like the robber look. It looked like just like the full on like ready to just kick your ass type of look. I felt so badass.
Right, and I kind of try to do like a sexy. You wouldn't suspect they could kick your ass. Like I had a green peasant dress on.
She cut a slit in her dress with
in the parking lot
with her dagger that was sharp in my car.
I did. So the problem was It's a long dress. It's like a peasant short sleeve long dress. Comes all the way down to your ankles, well, like past your ankles. I had on knee high, like lace up, badass ass kicking boots, and I couldn't walk because it was like it has all these straps that like kind of hit at weird spots to tighten up the dress as it goes down your body. And I was like, this is not going to work for me. And I was like, Charlotte, hold on. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, don't worry about it. I'm
just cut it right in the dress. And I was like, girl, watch it.
I did it. And it was so awesome because it was so much easier to walk in.
Yeah.
Because I had a free leg.
It was so funny when we came back to the car. So not only did we get rained out, we're feeling a little uncomfortable. And we're wet. And we get in the car, and immediately she just busts open that corset.
I took it off so fast.
She's just like, hold on. She like straightens herself out, and she's like, ah!
It's hard to get off because there's like seven not buttons, but you have to like clasp them up the front of your body. And I was like, hold on, like sucked it in so I could like push it and popped it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that ride home sucked.
That